Can you please give me a Shirley's That's Nice?
That's nice.
That was so good.
I never do that on cue, but for you, anything. Anything for you.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where nice guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here social distancing with Yvette Nicole Brown. Yvette, let's see what's on. Are you ready to surf?
I am ready to surf, and I'm happy to see your face.
Yeah, I'm happy to see you too. Let's do this.
I had lost the little shot.
No thrill, no will.
Jerry said I needed to carpe diem.
That is that's my first commercial ever. Well, the first national big one I did ever. Holy crap, where'd you guys find this?
This is what we do here.
I love that this is like 20 years ago. My hair is exactly the same.
You look exactly the same. I don't know. Yes, you have not aged.
That commercial started a lot of things for me. That helped me get into sitcoms and everything.
What did you do with your Big Lots check?
You know, I think I still have some of that money because I'm also from East Cleveland and we're very frugal. It was like about 5 coins. I still got them hidden somewhere in a mattress somewhere.
All right, let's keep surfing.
If you want to be in the wedding, you can be in the wedding. It's not about the wedding. It's about the fact that you never respected me. How could I respect you when you hated me?
How could I hate you when I damn near raised you? Ooh, I love this. Fun fact, my baby picture's behind Jill's head. If they show Jill again. The little stripes, the little munchkin there with the striped shirt. All those are my baby pictures. There's my baby picture when I was in second grade is up there, the little double exposure, and then the baby picture right there with the little hair right in the middle. That's me. I bow down to Robbie Reed and Mara Brock-Akil for giving me a chance because I had no agent, no credits. I had just done a few commercials. I sent a black and white headshot postcard of me, and I just wrote on the back, Dear Miss Reed, my name's Yvette. You don't know me from Adam's House Cat, but if there's anything that I'm right for, please consider me. And it happened to cross her desk the week before she was casting Tony's sister. And she called me in, and I remember they brought me in and I auditioned twice for her, first for her and then for Mara Brock-Akil and the producers, and I got it. And I still, to this day, I don't know how I booked that show. And I've asked Robbie, I'm like, why did you bring me in? I had nothing. You didn't know me. I didn't have an agent. And she was like, I just liked your face. The pre-interview didn't cover any of these clips.
Really?
I'm so shocked. No, I'm kidding.
Are you surprised?
I am. I mean, I've seen couch surfing. I didn't know that I saw people act surprised. I didn't know you really were surprising folks. That was surprising.
Let's keep surfing. Up next.
Shouldn't you be at home? You can't see.
Drake and Josh.
That's what I see.
An entire generation grew up with you. Do you still have Drake and Josh fans that approach you?
I do. I just did an interview 30 minutes before talking to you, and the 2 guys that did the interview were Drake and Josh fans. They're babies who just grew up watching our foolishness, which means a lot to me because, I grew up watching Cosby Show and different world and facts of life, and so, to be on a show that kids watched and enjoyed in the same way I watched and enjoyed those shows is just amazing to me. I can't believe it.
And you were on this show for 3 seasons. It must have been nice to have a steady gig like that.
It was. Now, I was recurring, so I wasn't in every episode. I think I did a total of 14 or 15 episodes total of their 40 or however they did. So I did about half of the run. But people think I was on more than I was because Helen was such an amazing character that Dan Schneider wrote for me. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, all right. Mm-hmm. Another cool role coming up next.
We're sorry we embarrassed you and looked at your community. Your lifestyle mistakes are none of our business.
Oh, thanks, Shirley. But now let's wrap up.
Yeah,
Bennett.
Shirley Bennett is one of, and I'm not just saying this because I played her. I think she's one of the great sitcom characters. She's weird and she's judgmental and she's violent, but she's also loving and faith-filled. And I mean, listen, look at this group of people that I got to work with. This was right after Drake and Josh. That's still, to this day, Drake and Josh and Community, I get stopped more on the street or in grocery stores. Even in a mask, guys. Even in a mask, I get stopped more for these 2. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. For these 2 shows than any other. And Dan Harmon, God bless him. Thank you, Dan Harmon, for giving me this great role. And worked with the Russo brothers and, the great Donald Glover, who's gone on to do so many great things. Alison Brie, Gillian Jacobs, Joel McHale.
We actually had Joel McHale on the show, and we asked about # and the movie.
And what did he say?
He gave us nothing.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to give, especially in the pandemic. Like, I hope he said that we're all on board because we all are. It's just like, when? How do we get Donald Glover?
How do we get Donald
How do we do
Glover?
it? I don't know how to do it. I mean, listen, the thing is, Donald would say yes, and Donald has said yes. We just all got together recently for a charity table reading. Everyone said yes, we do it. It's just the scheduling. You got to schedule Donald like 12 years in advance.
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Yvette Nicole Brown. Yvette, shall we continue?
Let's go, girl.
Yay!
I'm sure somewhere in your notes, there's probably like 9 paragraphs on the flashbacks.
Yes, I had a lot of thoughts about the fire.
First of all, if you watch me on Talking Dead, you get a very good example of what I was like in school. I was very serious about note-taking, and I was like one of those people that sat front row center, and I love to like dig into the minutia of things. And The Walking Dead is one of my favorite shows, and there's so much, so many hidden gems in there that if you really do want to do a deep dive and really like look into the way people interact and what this means, you can find a lot of symbolism in that show. Probably, I find more than is probably there because I'm that, into it. But yeah, it's a great clip. Yeah, it's a great clip too because Chris Hardwick was really tickled that I literally went through and took notes on where fire appeared and why.
Are you still a big fan of Talking Dead?
Talking Dead and Walking Dead. Yes, I am.
Walking Dead?
Yeah, I still watch. We lost one episode this year, the finale, because of COVID. So we don't really know how this season ends. So it's kind of a cliffhanger. But yeah, I'm still all in.
How would you like it to end?
I want Carol and Daryl to fall in love. And I've been asking for this ship for many, many years. So no one should be surprised by this. But that's what I want. I don't care when it happens. I just need it.
Okay. All right. Up next.
Oh, Phyllis Jenkins.
That hair is perfection.
That mushroom is something else. That ain't nothing but 70s. And that polyester, y'all better get into it. I am so honored to be in that space with those two literal superheroes in human form in real life and as human beings. They both are lovely, especially that one right there. I adore him. He's my Twitter boyfriend, by the way. I don't know if you guys know. But yeah, no, this came to me because of the great Russo brothers and their connection with Community. They give cameos to lots of Community actors, and this was my shot, and it happened to be an Endgame. Like, come on. When God gives, he gives with both hands.
So wait, how does that work? Do they just call you up? Did you call them up?
No,
and say, I think it's my time.
No, you just gotta wait. It's like the king, handing you the scepter. Like you can't walk into the king's court unless he puts out that scepter. I would never call and go, well, Joe and Anthony, I think it's time. I would never. But I was actually doing The Mayor, a show called The Mayor on ABC, and got a text from Joe Russo. He was like, hey, what are you doing? Two Thursdays from now. I was like, is this it? Is it time? He said, yes.
Is this the call?
This is the scepter. It's your turn. And I went down to Atlanta and shot for, I can't even remember how many days. I think 2 days. And, I'm in one of the biggest movies, if not the biggest movie of all time. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I'm a kid from East Cleveland.
All right. Let's keep surfing.
All right.
Who's meddling in your love life?
Damn.
Oh, he surprised me. Lola, I wrote this movie. Look at how beautiful this film looks. That's D.P. Ken, and it's directed by Trey Haley, and it's produced by TriDestin Studios, which is a great Black-owned company that creates positive shows where Black folk win. And it's, we need a win every now and again, Lola.
We sure do. You had written this long ago on your path to this place, nearly 2 decades ago, right?
Yeah, I wrote it exactly 20 years ago. I wrote it... at the time I wrote it, there weren't any PG-13 romantic comedies. I'm a PG-13 kind of gal. And I wrote the film that I wanted to see in my mind, thinking that I'll just read the script whenever I want to see the film, because I have my imagination is very vivid. And then my friend Nakaya, who's the president of TriDestin, the CEO of TriDestin, she just happened to say, do you have any scripts? And then it took another 8 years after that for it to become the film that is on Netflix now. So I try to tell that story as often as I can to remind people that, you plant the seed and then the harvest is in God's hands, and you don't get to decide when the harvest is.
All right, up next.
Oh, there's more?
My name is Sergeant Megan. And it's my job to polish you wet turds into diamonds. I've shed blood on
That is Sergeant Megan on the Not For Children Crossing Swords. I love that I just talked about being a PG-13 person and then we go into the naughtiest, dirtiest thing I've ever been a part of, and it's a freaking cartoon.
How was this pitched to you exactly?
Well, it's from the same people that do Robot Chicken. I had done Super Mansion, another stop motion animation show with them, starring Bryan Cranston, which was a little naughty. So I was aware that, the sensibilities were going to be a little bit adult, but I had no idea it would be as adult it was. And so as it is. And so they emailed me and said, do you want to come play with us again? And I was like, of course, guys. And I said yes, sight unseen, hadn't even read the script, and then got in there the first day and was like, I gotta say what now?
Yeah, it's definitely not PG-13,
No,
but it is a good time.
It is a good time.
Yvette, that's all.
That's it. Did we do
We're
it?
done.
Thank you, sis. This was fun. Who knew?
This was fun. Thank you so much for surfing by. And you can watch Crossing Swords on Hulu right now. See you next time on Couch Surfing.
Bye, guys.